What's up, guys? Welcome back to Twin Talk. Hannah and I are still in Arizona.
So OMG, been here for a while.
We just wanted to come on here and film a podcast for you guys. Obviously, this is a new one. It's dropping right now because I did make a big decision, and what better way to not talk about it on my podcast with the person that I work with, and here we are, life changes quick.
Yeah, so I think that a lot of people will probably have questions like regarding your decision behind it, your decision when you left. I mean, like from the outside looking in, I can see how people would be like confused, like, wait, what, she's back? Like, if you don't really understand NIL or like the COVID situation or year 5, people probably do have like a lot of questions. So we just kind of wanted to come on here, talk about Haley's decision. It definitely was, I feel, a big one
that was coming. I think that playing college basketball and deciding we were going to step away in March or April or whenever we announced it was something that I don't think people truly understand unless you're in my circle, like how hard of that a decision that was. Like individually, we kind of talked about it on here a lot. And I feel that it was so hard to walk away from the sport and try to, do what's best for our brand, so to speak. And there was just something that I was like, oh my gosh.
I think that it was a void you were trying to fill in certain aspects when you did step away. And I think it was the easiest way to make you feel better by saying, okay, I'm stepping away for the brand.
Yeah.
But not really for yourself. I think a lot of people, when they view us, we are always going to be the Cavinder twins, right? But we are separate individuals. And I was kind of talking to Haley about this a lot too. It's, we always are the twins, but it's going to be like, you're Haley, I'm Hannah, because I am not coming back to play college basketball.
I think that, there's so much that goes into something if you don't see what goes on a day-to-day basis. I mean, obviously that's what social media is you only see what we put out there, but on a day-to-day basis, like how much I've struggled to walk away and just I know that it's okay, it's a brand, it's social media, it's making us so much money, and why would I step away? Why would I continue going to play basketball? And I think that was something I was trying to figure out for these last 3 months. It's like there's an opportunity that I just kept waking up every night like, I want to go play basketball, like I want to hoop, like I don't care. I know this sounds so bad to say, like I just want to play basketball, and like all the other stuff I feel like I'm so big on, like will take care of itself. And I feel like that's what I've learned so much in the last 3 months, like as a person, that, it's okay if we're twins. It's okay that we have different things we enjoy and we have different passions, and it doesn't have to be just together because we have a brand and we're making money off us being together.
Right. I think a lot of people will speculate and have their own assumptions about, oh, she's coming back because we weren't making enough money. I saw that comment, and it's just the criticism. Like, first of all, humble, but that's what's like so amazing, I think, with keeping some things private off social media. You don't have to always explain. And
I know, but then it's just like, I cut you off, but
come on, my mom's coming in on this one.
I think it's just like, if you don't explain it, then people are just like, oh, they're doing, like, not everything is about social media. And I get it. Our lives are on social media. I get it. Everyone's going to judge your every move. Like if you're in the social media space, like I know you can relate to this, but not everything in life has to be about social media and has to be, they're doing this for this and this and this. Like, no, I'm just doing this because I played basketball before I started social media and I want to continue playing basketball. And that's the simplest way to put it.
So also, this didn't just like come about abruptly. It definitely, Haley was having a lot of hesitation. If you know one thing about Haley, she can't make a decision. So
my mama's girl.
My mom's gonna come in here and talk a little bit about it as well. But we were going on a Nashville trip for my sister's bachelorette party, and I remember looking over, I can tell when something's wrong with Haley because she like won't look me straight in the eyes, and she's very good at eye contact. So she wouldn't like look me straight in the eyes. I kind of peeped at her phone. I saw these long messages and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if it's boy drama. I don't know, whatever. But then we got in the car and I'll let Haley take it from here. Just keep in mind, we're on my sister's bachelorette trip. It is about her. So
yeah,
Haley,
it's in Nashville.
This is Haley's story to tell.
So one thing about Hannah and my mom, like if you guys don't know this, they're the closest human beings to me. And like there's those two people are the one people like I don't want to let down, and I don't want to do something where it looks like selfish to them. Everyone else can have a judgment of their life, judge my life, but like if those two like don't approve or support what I'm thinking, and just in like full transparency, transparency, like I couldn't go to them with this.
Yeah.
I couldn't. And so I would always like, I don't know, it'd be like hit me at random times. Like I'm on a freaking flight and I'm just listening. I'm like listening to music. And I'm like sitting there, closing my eyes. I'm like, I just want to play basketball. I just want to play basketball. So Jeff Hoffman, I can give you like a big shout out. Like he was literally my therapist. He's our manager now, but no,
Agent.
he's our agent, but therapist, manager, whatever, literally with my life. And I would go to him and just text him and be like, Jeff, like I miss hooping and can I go back? And I honestly tried to go back this season, but things just didn't work out. But before that, I thought I was going to go back. We were on this Nashville trip and I wanted to get my mom in here. Come on, let's talk about it. So let's bring in Katie Cavinder. If you don't know her,
The triplet.
I'm sorry. Mom, you can bring it right. So I was on this Nashville trip, and one thing I like to do is have everything in order till I present a idea to these two. So especially with basketball, because my mom and Hannah have different approaches to basketball than me and my dad do. I am like my dad to a T, like competitive. Hannah's like an entrepreneur at heart. And I think that's the difference between us. We can touch about that in a little bit, but I was like, okay, I figured it out. I was like, Mom, I got to talk to you about something. Like Jeff gave me the, let's go back. Haley, let's go hoop, do what you love. Like Jeff just supports everything I do. And I went into the Nashville room and I was like ready to go. And I'm like, I'm going back. And these two, what was your guys' reactions?
Well, my mom starts
crying, like crying.
I did not cry. It just shocked me.
Mom, you cried in Nashville?
We had a lot.
Who's gonna watch the dogs?
It was about Bubba and she looked at, okay, one thing about you, Mom, though, you couldn't bring it to Haley. I knew you were gonna bring it up to me when Haley stepped away. So why did you feel that way?
Why did I not want to bring it up to Haley?
Or yeah, what was your
it was just shocked because like that was the first, I mean, I know she missed basketball, but that was the first like I heard of where she was going to go back, and we had a lot going on the next couple months where we had wedding, we're getting ready to move, putting the house for sale, all these things, and she just like sprung it on me. As I walked into the VRBO, you hit us with it.
Yeah.
So, and our reaction was probably not the best.
Yeah.
I was like,
also, my mom feels everything as we would feel. So any personal problem we have, she takes it like any probably mom as her own. So her mind probably went everywhere where it was like, how are we going to make this work? It's, season's coming up in November. There's a lot of things to do that we've already made commitments to. So that was Nashville.
And I think I was like calling my dad and I'm like, Dad, like you gotta settle Mom and Hannah down. Like I don't know what to do. And then I just at that point, like it was just like I couldn't make it work. There were so many things that we both committed to when we gave a brand our word and deliverables and commitments that go like down the road. But then I came back here and it's just like I was like, I just want to play basketball. Obviously, Hannah and I are creatures of habit. We work out really, really hard, but nothing was feeling like the competitive edge and like my love for the game. And Hannah and I do these 4-mile runs. Okay.
So first of all, Haley does 3. I don't think she's been on a 4-mile one with me.
Okay. Yes, I have it. And you're like 6-mile like pace
is definitely sprinting. Mom knows about it. But.
So I was trying to keep up with Hannah's pace and like running outside has been something that's like helped us. But every single time I'm running outside, I think that I'm like running in a basketball game. And I'm like envisioning myself like on the court in the Elite Eight. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I had a mental breakdown. We have those people. I know you guys comment great things in the comments, but we're humans. But I had a mental breakdown and I just like was like really, really like feeling all these emotions. And I'm like, if I don't like act on like something that like my body keeps telling me, like why can't I do it? Like why can't I just like do it? So I called Dad, and Dad's like really helpful in this space. Is like he's just like he gets it, because I don't know why my dad like he loves to play basketball. But I called him outside and I knew I couldn't go to Hannah or my mom yet, and I was like, Dad, I'm gonna go. Like I have to do it. Like I'm gonna do whatever I can to play basketball next year or where I can play. Like I just want to play basketball. That was like 3 weeks ago. And we just worked through the kinkles. And then I knew Hannah. I had to tell my mom and Hannah, and I told my mom first. I think getting them separately is the best way to do it because they can't react to each other. And then when they like think of something, I'm like, okay, like I'm not getting scared off. Like I'm going to be stern about this. This is Haley's choice. And I think it's so heavy, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, you know, there's so much in our lives that we have to really like figure out. And I feel like going back, not this season but next year, has allowed us to really like plan, and, you know, like, you know, where I can see myself playing next, like where we can like figure this out and continue our business. And like obviously like that is something that's important to me as well, you know.
No, 100%. And I knew right when she said that, after we came back from our run and she said something about basketball, I just had a feeling. Haley does this thing where she's gonna go like text or figure out something and like kind of hide it from me, and then she'd come to me. But I knew that there's some things that she couldn't come to me. Just like I couldn't come to her last season, kind of just because of things you're going through personally. And like we said, we are individuals, and I think there's sometimes in life where you have to make decisions, and it's kind of crazy God's timing to kind of figure out like, okay, she's going back, we're gonna figure it all out together, I'm gonna be by her side. But no, this is Haley's decision, and this is what she wants to do. It has nothing to do with business, it has nothing to do with, you know, like whatever people want to assume. It's really just about her feeling this void and her feeling that this is what she needs to do in her life. Like this is what you want to do.
And it's hard too, because I think that being in the social media space, you always have to come out and kind of address things in a way where, if you're not in the social media space, where it's kind of like you can kind of just choose and pick who you want, but like people are always going to have an opinion on your life. People are always going to think why and stuff, and that's okay. Like, and I'm so grateful for this and being in this space, but there's also like a life outside of social media where it's like, I'm really grateful for that too. And like, I don't want to ever not be able to live that life because of social media in a way, you know?
Exactly. And I think that Mom and I will talk about this, but you would live with regret.
Yeah.
You're the type of person, if there's an opportunity there and you are, like I said, so you do have a 5th year to play 5 years in college. She just basically is going to be taking a gap year is what they call it essentially. But
old head in college.
Oh, she's going to be a grandma for sure. No, but she's the type of person, if there's an opportunity and there is not something filling this void, you're always going to be what if.
Yeah.
So it's don't be what if.
Yeah.
Go do it like you have us. You know what I'm saying? So you have people behind you, even if people are going to judge you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm fine. My whole circle knows that I love basketball. If you know me, you know I love the game. Yeah. You know, I like want to just play. So it's like other people, it is what it is. People say the most crazy stuff and I'm just like, whatever. But I do think that like as twins, this has helped us so much. Like even in the last 3 weeks, like realize like we don't have to do everything together. Right. You know, like all my twins out there or everyone that's like super close to someone and dependent, vary on each other. Like it's okay to have certain passions, but like still understand like you can have your own life, you can love your own things, I can love my own things, and like we're fine.
And we're still gonna be each other's biggest supporters. Like, people can comment and say what they want, but at the end of the day, we know we have each other. We know like our intentions with each other. That's what I'm so grateful for. Like with our twins, like twinship, I call it, because like other people don't understand like when they have a sister or a brother, like I get it, but when you have a twin and somebody that you're so close to, like, she is literally my person, like the closest person to me. At the end of the day, we never have to judge if there's bad intentions. Yeah. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah. And I think it's so annoying too. Like even touching on that, like people are like, oh, Hannah made you do this. Hanley, it's about time you put yourself, like, I'm like, dude, you have no clue. Like this girl would have my back if I said I wanted to freaking go move to Antarctica and explore polar bears. So like, I just am like, it's just annoying too. Cause it's like, you can get caught up in that stuff really, really quick. And it's just not the case. And it's so annoying that people can make that the case on social media. Like it really grinds my gears understanding like this is the world that it is. And so that's why I just wanted to come on here and just like say like, no, like, you know, everything is, there's no like we're splitting up or anything like that people are saying like, what? Like this isn't a breakup. Like we're still doing twin talk. Like we're still doing my own life. But like, it's also, there's like, this is a new chapter in our life that like, you know, I'm going to support Hannah and what she likes doing. And just because it's not playing basketball doesn't mean Hannah's not going to support me back. And like, I just hope it kind of shows other people too. It's like, if you guys, if you have a passion in your life that you're scared to do or like scared to take that leap, like just be brave and be bold and like trust your intuition. Trust that like everything happens for a reason. And like, there's always, it's always going to be okay regardless. And don't do things just based on social media.
Yeah, so just going forward, like obviously we're excited to bring you guys along with us, open this door. I think there's, you know, she's been, not that I even need to say this because you don't need to prove to anybody. Like you've been grinding by yourself, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
You don't need to prove to anybody. I literally like, hate when you feel like you have to prove something to people when your work ethic just speaks so much more volumes, and people will understand that one day, and you don't really need to show that because that's who you are to your core. Anyways, but I'm so excited to share this, be Haley's biggest #1 fan. It's gonna be exciting, a different chapter.
I know. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We love our Twin Talk podcast, and just being able to sit here and chat and be our most fully authentic, transparent selves. So